Hey, good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com. Little Sunday night evening webcast. Globex been open for a few hours. It's 9 p.m. Eastern time as I'm doing this. Daily chart, just to look back at Thursday, Friday of last week. Thursday was really about being between the red line, the 50-day exponential moving average, and the bounce off of the monthly pivot down at 43.47. And then the bears trying to hold resistance at the green line at the 20-day simple moving average, the daily mid-band. You remember the daily mid-band, one of the things we've taught for many years is that's a square one baseline assumption for us as to whether or not we are sell rallies or buy dips. Well, as we got into Friday, bears took it down, made a higher low though, 43.71 half, a couple higher lows after that, ended up closing in and around the 44.40 area above the 20-day and sitting right on top of the blue line there, which is your 9-day. Hourly chart, you can see there's your Thursday low right at the monthly pivot. Higher low off the Europe Open, 71.75. Then they brought it in, created another higher low, 78.5, and then right off, 8 a.m. By the time we got to the 9 a.m. open, 9:30 open, they really, they just kind of blinked there in the area of the opening, and they took it essentially straight up to 44.24 quarter, and then just kind of a slow grinding walk up into the close. They opened it tonight right in around 44.35. And what we've really seen is just seeing them kind of just continue the grind, right? So 5-minute chart, here's your open. Here's your 6 p.m. open. Little quick move down. Proprietary moving average holds it up. We let it trade for about 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. And then with the 9-day here, and you starting to see support at the 9-day, we went ahead and put a long out for folks against 35, 36. We're in 37s, and we're just kind of letting it work. We're paid up at 43. We got 6 on a third, which is what we try to do in the room. And we're holding 2/3, and I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll take it to bed, and with an even stop. So if we get stopped out even, we get stopped out even. If not, we'll see what we wake up to. But at this point, take that 45 weekly pivot off there. At this point, let's go back to the hourly. What are we really looking at? Well, that weekly pivot now is 44.2058. You had really the resistance area before they dropped it to 43.47. You had a few different looks. 49.75, 48.75, 48.75. You had resistance in that area. Any kind of a conversion, you've already got a higher high versus the Friday high. I think that 50 really needs a look. And depending on how it wants to trade on either side of 50, it starts to open up a move back to 44.76 half. Why? It's because it's what's next. It's what's next. And as we said last week, and I'll continue to say this week, as long as, that it's a situation going on with the tape, until the bears show up and can apply pressure to this tape and be present for more than half a day, the dip buyers are going to continue to win out. They're going to continue to make higher highs, and they're going to continue to progress price. Bears had their chance here. They certainly had it here, and they certainly had it here. But when they gave this up, when you lose the 20, then you lose the 9, you're going to give up higher prices. So I don't know if the bears need news. Whatever they do need, we'll see what Europe wants to do with it. One of the things that we have seen is Europe has had a tendency to try to knock the market down, in that 2-3 o'clock hour. So I'll be interested to see what kind of a pushback. For me, with the hourly mid-band rising here at 44.15 and coming into 44.20, if you do get a knockdown in the overnight for my friends across the pond, and where a 3 a.m. move is a little more time zone friendly, they knock this down into the 15-20 area and it holds. I think you got to at least try one long to see if that wants to be the next higher low in a series of higher lows, because if it holds 20 and then you take out whatever the high is, well, you can kiss the bears goodbye, because you'll definitely deal with 50, and you potentially deal with 70 to 75. Oh, maybe not tomorrow, but by Tuesday. So the bears have got to show up. They've got to be present. If they're not going to be present, everybody, then the bulls are going to continue to just walk up price. They will continue to drip, 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 drip to the upside. And what you'll get, one last look at the daily chart, is you'll get what we had here. You just drip it and drip it and drip it. We go down for a few days, drip it and drip it. Going back a few days ago to our webcast, we talked about, things that have basically been happening every 30 days or so. This was on the 12th, but you had this move on the 19th of May, 18th, 19th of June, 19th of July, 19th of August. Is it options expiry? I don't know, and I don't care. But what I do know is that they push it down for a couple of days, they get it back, then they bleed it up slow. Couple of days, bleed it up slow. Couple of days, bleed it up slow. Couple of days. What is a more reasonable expectation for the tape sitting here at 9:06 p.m. on Sunday night? Is it bleed it up slow, or no, this time's different, we're going down? What is, when you run around constantly doing contrarian stuff is when you tend to not be as successful as you should be in the markets. And that, among other things, are some of the webinars and courses and things that I want to get out to people. So these dips keep getting bought and ground higher. Dip, grind higher, dip. We'll see. Surprise me, bears. Surprise me. Until then, we'll continue to buy these dips and try to lift things. You can be long, you can sit out, you can trade it when it wants to go down, but it really is a trade. And when it stops working, we say this all the time, you draw a line in the sand and you say to the bears, this is a line that you have to convert. And if you can't convert it, then we're going to be long, because that's the trade that's worked. What trade do you want to be in? The one that works, or at least has a higher probability of working, because all this stuff is risk reward and probabilities. All right, it's a little long, but the evening ones are usually a little longer. So everybody have a fantastic night. We'll see what happens overnight. I'll catch everybody in the morning for our Monday morning webcast, and we'll go from there as we lift up and print 46s. We'll see what they have. So they're above last week's weekly pivot, and it opens up a move to 50. Take care. Trade them well. If you have not joined the private Facebook group, hop in, join up. We're over on Reddit as well, Twitter, Instagram. We're launching a lot of big things. Come see us. Take care. Talk to you in the morning.